So now next one is fourth one is actually if the electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path is called orbit. If electron revolve in a fixed orbit, for example, this electron revolve in second orbit, only fixed orbit. So if the electron revolve in a certain orbit or fixed orbit, it does not emit energy, it does not absorb the energy. Does not emit, does not absorb the energy. When it is revolve in a fixed orbit, not higher orbit, not lower orbit. Now this orbit is known as stationary orbits. What is stationary orbits? These orbits is known as stationary orbit. So stationary orbits means the energy of the orbit remains constant. It means the revolving electron does not emit or does not absorb the energy. Is called stationary orbits. What is stationary orbits? Next one is, for example, n value increases, n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N value increases, energy of the orbitals increases, radius of the orbit is increases, but velocity of the electrons decreases. If n increases, energy increases, energy of orbit increases, energy of orbit increases, radius of orbit increases, radius of orbit also increases, but velocity of electron, but the velocity of electron, what happens? Decreases. Electron decreases. Next, sixth one is, for example, with respect to second orbit, third orbit is higher energy level, first orbit is a lower energy level. Okay, so then with respect to third orbit, with respect to first orbit, so with respect to second orbit, third orbit is the higher energy level, first orbit is the lower energy level. If the electron jumps from okay, electron jumps from lower to what is higher, energy what happens? Emitted. Sir, energy lower to higher, energy is absorbed. If the electron jumps from 2 to 3, what is 2 to 3? 2 is lower energy level, 3 is a higher energy level. Okay. If it is ground state, it is a higher energy level, energy absorbed. If the electron jumps from second orbit to first orbit, second orbit to first orbit, higher energy level to lower energy level. So then energy is emits the energy. So in two cases, change of energy, it is denoted with delta E. It is the difference in energy. So then difference in energy, change in energy, delta E equal to E2 minus what is E1. E2 minus E1. So wherein E2 is the higher energy level, it is the higher energy level, E1 is lower energy level. So the difference between higher energy level and lower energy level is called change in energy delta E. If the electron jumps from ground state to excited state, ground state to higher state, absorb the energy. Ground state to lower state, excited state to ground state, emits the energy. So with respect to 1, 2, 3, so electron 2 to 3 energy absorb, 2 to 1 emits the energy. So now it is higher energy level, it is lower energy level. With respect to second orbit, it is the higher energy level, it is the lower energy level, lower energy level. Higher energy level absorb the energy, lower energy level emits the energy. What is emits the energy? Next one is, if electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular paths with angular momentum. What is angular momentum? Angular momentum. So now angular momentum is denoted with mvr. Angular momentum mvr equal to nh by what is 2 pi. mvr equal to nh by 2 pi, wherein n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If first orbit angular momentum 1 into h by 2 pi, h by 2 pi. Angular momentum of second orbit 2 into h by 2 pi, 2 cancel, and h by pi. Third orbit angular momentum 3h by 2 pi, 1.5 h by 5, like that. So these are the main postulates in Bohr's atomic model. What is a Bohr's atomic model? Okay, right. Now, after completion of this one, then we are going to discuss about hydrogen spectrum. What is a hydrogen spectrum? So Bohr successfully explained the origin of spectral lines in hydrogen spectrum. Bohr successfully explained the origin of lines in hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum. So now then we are going to discuss about hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum. Actually, hydrogen gives emission with line spectrum. What is the emission and the line spectrum? Hydrogen gives what is emission and line spectrum. Emission and line spectrum. Emission and line spectrum. So now generally emission and line spectrum. How to obtain the hydrogen spectrum according to Bohr's. For example, let us consider a vessel. So it is, let us consider a vessel. So now the hydrogen gas is taken in the vessel. So now it is the hydrogen gas. It is a hydrogen gas. Okay, hydrogen. Now hydrogen gas is passed on metal prism or glass prism. It is passed on what is a glass prism, like that. It is the prism, glass prism. Okay, glass prism. So now it is passed into the glass prism. This hydrogen gas frequency radiations are split into different lines. What is split into different lines? Split into different lines. Okay. So it is lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This obtained spectrum is the hydrogen spectrum. What is a hydrogen spectrum? So hydrogen spectrum consists of lines. So it is a line spectrum. What is a line spectrum? Now, line spectrum, hydrogen spectrum consists of spectral lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the spectral lines. These are the spectral lines. Okay, these are the spectral lines. So then generally in hydrogen spectrum consists of 5 spectral series with 5 regions. 5 spectral lines with 5 regions. What are 5 regions? Now what are the spectral lines? Okay. So now hydrogen spectrum consists of spectral lines. So 5 types of spectral lines. So now Lyman series. It is a Lyman series. Second one is Balmer series. Balmer series. Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series. Paschen series, Brackett series. Brackett series, and PFUND, Fund series. That is a Fund series. So these are the 5 types of spectral lines. Spectral lines. So now Lyman series is belong to UV region, ultraviolet region. Balmer series is visible